Rising up nursery bed. Introduction. Mulberry is a vegetatively propagated perennial crop, and in India, propagation through cuttings is the most common method. The mulberry plantation can be established by planting cuttings directly in the field. Using saplings has got many advantages over direct plantation of cuttings. Saplings are the rooted cuttings used as planting material. Realizing the importance of initial establishment of the mulberry garden by using saplings, more and more farmers are preferring saplings for the establishment of their mulberry gardens. To facilitate large scale production of saplings on a commercial scale as an economic enterprises, the Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute, Mysore, has prepared a technology package of practices. In any perennial crop, initial establishment play an important role in subsequent growth and yield of mulberry is not an exception to this. Mulberry being a vegetatively propagated perennial crop in commercial cultivation, to perpetuate the parental characters, the mulberry garden is generally established through stem cuttings. Suitable planting methods through cuttings have been evolved for rain-fed system of cultivation. However, due to variation in soil moisture status, fluctuation in temperature and non-adoption of recommended methods of planting by farmers, the initial establishment is not satisfactory and variation in crop stand, large number of gaps, etc. are the common features seen in new gardens. As an alternative method, planting of saplings instead of cuttings is very important from the point of below mentioned objectives. Planting of saplings are the surest method of artificial regeneration on poor and barren lands. Success of roadside avenue plantation depends largely on planting tall and sturdy plants which can be only obtained from nurseries. Some important varieties do not seed every year. Plantation of these varieties can be raised annually only by sowing all available seeds in nursery to raise seedlings to be planted out various years. Some varieties grow very slowly, and if the seeds of these varieties are sown directly in the plantation, the saplings are most likely to be suppressed by weeds and ultimately killed. Therefore, slow growing varieties are generally raised in nursery and planted out only when the saplings are not liable to be damaged by weeds. Casualties in plantations are to be replaced either for the year of planting or in the next year. Sowing done in the gaps is liable to be unsuccessful as a result of suppression from weeds and cannot catch up the growth as from original sowing. Therefore, replacement of casualties is always done by planting nursery grown plants or stems, and so nursery is very essential for casualty replacement also. By this method, weeds can be totally arrested as they do not get sunlight. Thus, no weeding is required throughout the nursery period, which save huge expenditure on manual weeding. Since there are no weeds to compete with the growing mulberry saplings, they get the maximum soil nutrients, resulting in high vigor and growth, producing quality saplings. Unlike other methods, irrigation can be reduced to 50% as the polythene cover over the soil significantly reduces the soil temperature and prevents the water evaporation, thus conserving the soil moisture. In this method, about 2.3 to 2.4 lakhs of saplings can be produced per acre in 4 months period with an increased average income of Rs 50,000 over the other methods. Plantation of some varieties when raised by direct sowing are not so successful when raised by transplanting their seedlings. In such cases, nursery is an essential part of artificial regeneration to these varieties. Preparation of nursery beds. Nursery bed is defined as prepared area in a nursery where seeds are sown or into which cuttings are planting. Nursery beds are classified into seedling beds and sapling beds. Similarly, considering the nature of plants, there are two kinds of beds. They are sunken beds. In an area with long, dry, hot weather, beds are kept slightly below the general ground level. Such beds can be easily irrigated during dry season. This type of bed is used for raising stock through vegetative propagation like cuttings of popular mulberry varieties. Raised beds. In moisture areas, nursery beds are raised up to 10 to 15 centimeter above the ground level, which can be supported either by a line of bricks, stones, etc. This prevents their edges from being eroded away during the rainy season or by irrigation or outside water from seeping into the bed. In sericulture, mulberry saplings are commercially produced from cuttings under raised or a flat bed system. The success of sprouting and vigor of the saplings are greatly influenced by competing weeds, soil's moisture and soil temperature. Since water and labor availability or expenditure on weeding are the hurdles, nowadays a new method of raising mulberry saplings using polythene seeds is to develop to overcome these difficulties, which practically proved very effective for successful production of quality mulberry saplings for commercial purpose. Selection of nursery site. A flat land nearer to water sources is preferred as nursery site. The land must be plowed or dug 30 to 40 centimeter deep and allowed for weathering in sun for 2 to 3 weeks. Land is again plowed 2 or more times to bring the soil to fine tilth. Root stalks, pebbles and weeds should be removed at the time of plowing and the land should be leveled. Soil ranging from clayey loam to red loamy soil, slightly acidic soil is ideally suitable for mulberry growth. Slightly acidic soil ranging the pH from 6.2 to 6.8 reveal healthy growth of mulberry plant. Soil preparation. After demarcation, they are dug in depth of 0.3 to 0.45 meter, so that stone, roots, etc. are underneath the soils are all dug out, picked and thrown outside the nursery. If the soil is gravelly, it should be sieved through a fine wire netting to remove gravels. Then soil should be mixed with farmyard manure, means FIM. At the same time, charcoal dust and ashes are also mixed to correct the acidity of soil and keep away from worms. If there is a danger of white ant attack, Aldrex 5% dust should be mixed at 75 kg per hectare. In the hills, new terraces have to be built with the help of string and pegs, and the drainage network should be planned. The topsoil should be first removed carefully from the surface of the terrace and put in a pile, and after the terrace has been made, it should be replaced on the terrace surface. In general, the surface of the beds should be either flat or preferably given a slight camber. If the soil is heavy, a top dressing of washed river sand is usually given, which prevent to cake the watered beds and no splash during rains. Burning of dry grasses and shrubs piled on beds reduces weeds growth and are very beneficial for varieties having a minute seeds. Size of beds. Divide the land into a number of small units to prepare the nursery beds. The size of each bed can be kept conveniently. A bed size of 240 cm length into 120 cm bed can accommodate 180 cuttings to raise 4 months of old saplings. To raise 6 to 8 months of old sapling, the same bed can accommodate only 100 cuttings. Each bed on all sides should be separated by a bound of 25 to 30 cm width and height and provided with irrigation channel of 25 to 30 cm width and 15 to 20 cm depth. The following measures are required before planting cuttings in the nursery bed. Add 5 pans of organic manure, FYM or vermicompost to each bed and mix thoroughly with soil. In the case of clayey or black cotton soil, add 5 pans tank silt or sand per bed and mix with soil uniformly. In the case of red loamy or sandy loamy soils, there is a possibility of termite infestation. As a preventive measure, 0.1% chloropyrifos can be sprayed to drain the soil of nursery beds. Preparation of cuttings. Mulberry plants selected for preparation of cuttings must be healthy and free from scale insects, sucra infestation, etc. The shoots should be 6 to 9 months old and should have attained a thickness of 10 to 15 millimeters in diameter. The stout lower portion and tender green upper portion of shoots are not fit to be used as a cuttings. The middle portion of uniform thickness must be used. Cuttings for raising 3 to 4 months old saplings are prepared 15 to 20 cm long with 3 to 4 healthy buds. For raising of 6 to 9 months old saplings, cuttings are made up about 25 cm size. Sharp knife must be used to get clean cut ends without damaging the bark. Varieties of mulberry. Improved varieties of mulberry recommended for irrigated and rain-fed condition and suitable for raising saplings are Victory 1, S36, S13 and M5. Victory 1. It is also popularly known as V1. It is selected from cross-pollinated hybrids of S30 and Berhampur C776. The variety is characterized by high, erect branches with greyish stem color. Leaves are succulents, thick, large, entire and ovate with truncate base. Leaves are smooth and glossy. It possesses good agronomical characters like high rooting ability, fast growth and high yield. Under irrigated condition with recommended package of practices, it yields more than 60 metric ton per hectare per year with excellent leaf yield. Variety S36. The variety S36 was evolved from Berhampur local by chemical mutagenesis. It is characterized by short internodes, semi-erect and medium branching with greyish pink stem color. Leaves are unlobed glassy, pale green with smooth surface. It conditions and especially for rearing of chalky worms. With recommended package of practices, it yields 40 to 45 metric ton per hectare per year. Because of high succulency and nutritive quality, it is more suitable for young silkworm rearing, is recommended for assured irrigated. Variety S13. It is selection from open pollinated hybrids of Kanwa 2. The variety is characterized by short internodes and high branching. Leaves are thick and dark green, unlobed with smooth surface. This variety is recommended for rain-fed areas with red loamy soil and also for water-scarce areas of the state having high temperature. With recommended package of practices, it yields about 12 metric ton per hectare per year under rain-fed condition and 35 to 40 metric ton per hectare under semi-irrigated condition. Variety M5. The M5 or Kanwa 2 is an open pollinated hybrid selection from the seedling population of Mysore local variety. It grows vigorously and responds well to agronomic inputs. It can be grown under varied agroclimatic conditions with suitable system of planting. Leaf yield is 10 to 12 metric ton per hectare per year under rain-fed condition, but yield of 30 to 35 metric ton per hectare year can be obtained with assured agronomic inputs including irrigation once in 8 to 10 days. This variety is cultivated in almost all the Indian states and recently introduced to some Southeast Asian countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Philippines, Thailand and Vietnam. Suitable season. Though mulberry saplings can be raised throughout the year in the state, it is advisable to raise saplings 3 to 4 months prior to the planting season, that is February to April, so that the saplings will be ready by June to August to take up plantation taking advantage of monsoon rains. Transportation and sorting of cuttings. Cuttings are to be planted immediately after preparation. Due to unavoidable circumstances, if mulberry cuttings are to be transported over long distance or stored for 2 to 3 days, the same should be done carefully so that the cuttings do not dry. Keep the cuttings in wet gunny cloth if they are not planted immediately after preparation. Dressed shoots are preferred for transportation more than whole shoots or stems as such, as the volume can be reduced considerably than prepared cuttings which dry too fast. Dressed shoots are transported during cooler hours of the day, especially during night over long distance. Prepared cuttings, if required to be stored, should be bundled with all buds in one direction and kept in wet sand bed with the buds pointing upwards under shade. It can be covered with a thin layer of hay. The sand bed and hay covering must be sprinkled with water daily to avoid drying of cuttings. Cuttings can be stored this way for 2 to 3 days. Planting of cuttings. Nursery beds should be adequately watered and made wet 1 or 2 days earlier to planting. Mark each row at a distance of 20 or 30 cm as required with the help of a thread. In each row, by using a pointed stick, make a small hole at 8 or 10 cm distance to insert cuttings. To avoid fungal attack, cuttings may be dipped in 0.2% Bavistine solution for 10 to 15 minutes. Cutting must be planted in the hole in a slightly slanting position, but turned up and exposing only one bud above the soil surface of the soil. The soil around the cutting must be pressed firmly after planting. In the case of poor rooting varieties, 200 ppm of naphthalene acetic acid means NAA or indole butyric acid means IBA dissolved in 90% ethyl alcohol and diluted can be used to treat the cuttings before planting. The cuttings should be dipped in the solution for 6 hours and then used. Cuttings can also be inoculated with WAM mycorrhizae in the nursery bed to get better survivability and accommodation of phosphate fertilization. For this, 1 kg of soil-based WAM inoculums per bed is required. The inoculums can be placed in furrows made for planting cuttings, keeping the spacing mentioned above, and the cutting can be planted on the inoculums and furrows should be closed. By this technique, it is possible to save 75% of phosphate fertilizer once the plantation is taken up with these inoculated saplings. Covering the nursery beds. Cover the wall bed with transparent polythene sheet supported with bamboo frames in a dome-shaped manner to prevent the entry of outside air and to maintain item moisture inside the cover. The height of the cover at the central portion is kept at 50 to 60 centimeters above the bed. Above the polythene cover, gunny cloth is spread to serve as unshade. The ideal temperature for rooting is 25 to 30 degrees Celsius with light intensity of 2000 lux. Care should be taken to maintain proper temperature and light intensity. If the beds are not prepared under the shade of tree, provide another layer of gunny cloth on the top. Removal of shade. When more than 10 roots per cuttings are appear, it is the right time to remove the shade. Generally, this condition comes after 35 to 40 days of planting. While removing the polythene sheet, remove one side one day and the other side on the second day. Fertilizer may be applied on the day of removing the sunshade and 2 to 3 weeks later. After 3 to 4 months, saplings are ready for plantation in regular plots. The methods are the same for uprooting, transport and planting as in the case of raising saplings from the hardwood cuttings. Irrigation. One-time irrigation must be provided immediately after planting. Subsequently, irrigation is given once in 4 to 5 days in the case of sandy loam and red soil once in 7 to 8 days in the case of clayey soil. Weeding. Nursery bed must be kept free from weeds. At least 2 rounds of annual weeding are required, first after 25 to 30 days and second after 55 to 60 days of planting. Only light harrowing using weeding sickle or weeding fork must be attempted, taking care not to be disturb the sprouted cuttings. Walking or sitting on the nursery bed should be avoided. Fertilizer application. Chemical fertilizer must be applied in the nursery saplings attain 20 to 25 centimeter height in about 55 to 60 days after planting, preferably after the second round of weeding. Following this, 500 grams of ammonium sulfate or 250 grams of urea can be applied per bed followed by light irrigation. Plant protection. The most common disease noticed in nursery is leaf spot. Application of 0.1% Bovestin twice at an interval of 15 to 20 days is recommended. Spraying of 0.1% Rogar to control thrips and 0.1% Metacytax to control mites are also recommended in case such infestation occurs. Uprooting, transporting and planting of sapling. 3 to 4 months old saplings are ready for transportation and established bush system of plantation. For tree plantation or for rising high bush adopting wider spacing and high crown height, 5 to 6 months old saplings are used. Good saplings attain a height of 90 to 120 centimeters in 3 to 4 months and about 150 centimeters in 5 to 6 months in nursery bed. Before uprooting of saplings from nursery bed, land preparation in the proposed plots should be adequately watered for easy removal. Nursery bed is loosened with the help of crowbar or guddali or pickaxe to a depth of 30 centimeters and saplings are taken out one by one without damaging the main roots. After uprooting, long time preservation of saplings should be avoided as far as possible and must be taken to the planting site immediately. If long distance transportation is required, saplings must be packed in bundles covered with wet gunny cloth or green leaves and taken to the planting site during cooler hours of the day. Saplings must be planted immediately after uprooting and as soon as they are received at the planting site in the pits prepared for regular plantation. Kishan Nursery. Saplings ensure successful establishment of garden. It is therefore a viable proportion to raise saplings on large scale commercially and make them available to farmers. Saplings can be raised directly in flat or raised nursery beds. The production cost roughly works out to be Rs 0.3 per sapling raised in nursery bed. At selling rate of Rs 0.50 per sapling, Kishan Nursery is a quite profitable venture for farmers. Techniques of raising: saplings throughout soft and semi-soft wood mulberry. Low acreage of high yielding mulberry varieties in the field is mostly due to the non-availability of multiplication of materials, that is cuttings. At present, only 6 to 8 months old shoots are used for preparing cuttings. A technology has been developed to use the soft and semi-soft wood green portion of the shoots as multiplication materials. However, soft wood cuttings cannot be planted in the farmer's field directly or in the regular nursery. Saplings need to be raised in the nursery especially developed for this purpose, and 3 to 4 months old saplings can be supplied to the farmers. Production cost and economic viability. The technology is to facilitate fast multiplication of the limited availability of seed materials of improved mulberry varieties. It also matches where mulberry is harvested by repeated shoot pruning and the plants do not attain the required maturity for raising sapling. Following conventional system, commercially it is possible to raise roughly 1.8 lakh of saplings in 1 acre in a year, costing Rs 0.40 per sapling. Advantages of planting sapling: high survival rate due to existing root system, hence lesser pale splits. Higher area coverage due to better use of plant material. Scope for removal of undesirable variety at nursery stage. Quick and better establishment of garden. Plants can be trained suitably. Uniform development of the garden. Saplings can be raised in time to take up timely plantation during monsoon.